everybody. I'm pre-high today. I am most weeks. Let's not kid ourselves. And very excited about. I was just in another room watching a YouTube video that this gentleman made, of which he's made many, and they're super duper popular. Kassem G is here, everybody.
Sorry. Sorry,
he doesn't feel he deserves to be here. I think a lot of people are going to watch this then wondering who one of us is. Like your people are going to watch and go, "Who's this Doug Benson guy?" And people.
I hope that happens.
Yeah, that's the idea. This is a crossover event.
Yeah, I just heard the collective sigh of everyone, just like they're hoping maybe like Bill Burr or like Louis C.K. or somebody of some magnitude.
Well, your name flies through the sky in the opening. Thing,
nice.
Kind of Batman style. So, so they see it there, and so that's where the confusion would begin.
That's where the disappointment happens.
What? Who? It doesn't even have a last name. Is the G because you're an original gangster, or or is it because your actual last name is just not worth getting into?
Yeah, it's a really long, 16 consonants in a row type last name.
Okay.
It's like, if you were to take your fingers on a keyboard and just smash.
Can you say it, or have you completely even forgotten how to say it?
No, I have to. My parents make me say it.
Garaiba?
Garaiba.
G-H?
G-H-A.
At the beginning? All right. R-A-I-B-E-H. Yeah, I wouldn't pronounce it that way.
Why would you do it?
B-E-H at the end?
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be like bleh at the end?
Yeah.
Say it again?
Garaiba.
Garaiba, yeah.
Yeah, but you want Garaiba.
Garaiba.
Yeah.
Garaibi. Garaibi.
Mm-hmm. It's like 6th grade all over again. That's why I went with the G.
All right. I asked you before the show if you were cool with sativas, and you said that's what you mostly do in the daytime.
Daytime is sativa time. I like to think, right?
Yeah, sure. And then maybe an indica when you for bedtime is your strategy.
Right around 8 p.m.
All right, that's cool. And do you recognize the 420 ritual? Is that something that you care about at all?
I do when I'm watching your show.
Right.
I think your show's actually given me like a reason to actually do something at 420.
Participate at this time.
Yeah, with other people, because normally it's me alone smoking.
Sure.
It's sad most of the time. But you give me joy. So I'm glad. Are we there? Your alarm's supposed to go off, but it never does.
Last week it didn't go off, but this week we've got a thing that it's plugged into, that I'm excited about, and then I double-checked it earlier, so it's going to happen. It's just it's that anticipation. It gets so exciting.
When do we choose our weapons?
Well, I loaded this thing up, but do you have something you prefer?
I like bongs.
We call this the Willy Wonka. Well, we'll just we'll hit a little bit of everything. Here's the thingy.
Yep.
Stem thingy.
I made him give me a coffee.
Yeah.
Because I like to do the caffeine too.
That's interesting. I haven't done it yet on the show, but I like to chase my marijuana with alcohol.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, I like to have but also water's good. Water's just almost as good as vodka.
Yeah, I feel people judge you a little bit more with the alcohol as opposed to the coffee.
It's 419. And yeah, I agree with that.
I'm so happy.
Daniel clapping feverishly. My enterprise is working.
All right.
The world is getting high with us.
He's a great enterpriser.
All right, so you're gonna hit that first.
Yeah, should I do this?
And I'll hit this. Yeah.
Thanks for giving me greens. That's really nice of you.
Oh yeah, so such a gentleman. I know all the weed etiquette. I'm terrible. Like people complain every week about. Yeah. I'm always doing something wrong.
I'm gonna pay it forward.
I thought we were just friends trying to get high.
I'm gonna do like a half smoke. When they just do the half here.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but they're showing me a sign that I'm not grasping.
Move the tissues on the ground.
Move them onto the ground?
Yes.
What is that going to do? That's hilarious. That we don't want the audience to know that tissues are nearby. I was having like a... How did you do that?
The other side's for you.
How'd you half and half that? Did you really do it that way on purpose?
Yeah, it's etiquette.
That is, can we get a shot? Are close-ups the possible thing? He really hit this bowl so that half of it is blackened right down the middle. It looks like a black and white cookie.
Mm-hmm. The yin and the yang.
We can maybe pick up a shot of that after the show's over.
I smoked the yin.
Oh no, we can't because now I'm ruining it.
Yeah, I was telling them earlier, I watched a couple of the shows. I don't get what people are saying about the low quality of the set. I think it's just fine.
Yeah, what are those people talking about?
It's fine.
Gravity looked fake. But yeah, it's
That's a good one.
it looks better on TV actually, or on the computer than it does in person.
I gotta tell you, it's a little disappointing in person.
Yeah, it's not as exciting as you would hope, but that's how all that shit is. If you've been on the set of Price is Right,
Yeah.
that stuff looks like garbage.
Everything's on Apple boxes.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we got an Apple box here because initially they brought in this table that's the kind of table that stoners would have.
Right.
And it's the kind of inappropriate height that a stoner would have.
Yeah, very low.
Yeah, so I would always be banging my shins on this thing. So we put it on an Apple box and bam, we got a great. Fuck you, IKEA.
Let's do some more.
Oh yeah, okay. Let's. You want the greens on on this
let's
baby?
trade greens. I think
The lighter has escaped from the leash, and it's funny. It's the only lighter we have on the table today. Lighters are so they just want to be in pockets.
Yeah, and
they just want to be in the pockets and the pants or the purses
Do I have to keep
of
it on
people
while
that they
I do
don't belong to.
it? Like this?
Yeah, that way you're not going to lose.
nice.
You're not going to lose that lighter.
Well, thanks.
No one's going to take that lighter. Let's ask you a Twitter question while you do that. You can think about while you're sucking that in. Kassem, do you smoke before you make any of your popular YouTube videos? And this was sent in by, tweeted by @IlluminatedSun. Illuminated Sun?
Well illuminated, son. Not generally. I generally don't, but
Like you do a lot of man on the street
man on
interviews.
the street sometimes because it takes zero anything. You know, you're just talking to people, and I think it's fine to do. But sometimes when I'm I have like a guest interview where I have to prepare, I don't do it till after.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean,
really
I do it during, as you can see right now.
But I did it. Like this show, I did it before.
So
up until the moment.
I was also high when I watched a bunch of your videos.
I think that's the best way to do it.
'Cause that's my way of doing research.
Yep.
And yeah, the man on the street stuff is really funny, and it's so each time, am I gathering correctly that each time you just sort of pick a kind of sort of taboo or weird premise, and then just ask a bunch of people about it.
In the comments, I'll be like, what do you want the topic to be? And then they say it, and then I'll go out and do it. It's a really dope system. So it's fine. It's a great gig to be able to go out and do that on the beach and have people watch it. Dang.
That was crazy.
Really.
That's why tissues are standing by.
I feel like you get a lot of people that watch this and judge how you take bong hits and
Yeah.
Has that happened? Well, I thought that was a pretty good one.
Yeah, it was intense, but it's just there's a lot in this bowl, and you can finish it if you'd like.
What kind of weed is it?
This is, I'm so glad you asked. Holy shit. Gotta do this part. I accidentally mixed the cards around. But according to Leafly.com, we've got two different hybrid situations. Like everything's a little bit of a hybrid, it seems, or at least a little.
It's very hot right now.
But this one is called Dream Queen, and Leafly, it's a sativa that we've been smoking, and Leafly reviews say that it's a hybrid that gets 4.1 out of 5 stars, and it combines the calm tranquility of Blue Dream and the uplift you get from Space Queen.
Of course. I thought I tasted some Space Queen.
Space Queen. When I first saw the label, I thought it said Dream Queer, and I was just like, that is really interesting name they went with there.
Not too far off from what's already on there.
Yeah, Dream Queen, right? Same, sort of the same. And then We have an indica standing by if we decide we want to nap. And according to Leafly, the Harlequin is it's a hybrid, and it usually has high levels of CBD, making it a favorite of medical patients for pain relief.
Yeah, I just watched a video where this girl had a really bad stutter, and she was like doing an example of before weed, and she could talk like this, and my words are hard. Just get out.
They always seem like they're overacting.
Yeah, like
it's
terrible.
So
You're doing a terrible
It's
you.
so intense.
Yeah, and then she took a hit, and then she's like, "Well, this is much easier."
She should try singing or watching the English. What was that movie? The voice lessons. The King's Speech.
Oh yeah, that was the one.
I thought it might have been called The Voice Lessons.
Yeah, I think that was the working title.
Vocal Coach. You see that movie, Vocal Coach? Me and King's Speech.
English
yeah, that's
guy
the
talk.
one.
It says my name right there, and I can't stop staring at it.
Yeah, that's your camera for, like, you know, if you want to have like a
moment.
You know, a Pam and Jim sort of nod to the camera from The Office. How they do that all the time. They look over at it like, right?
We did something to Dwight. Yeah, every show.
Yeah, so that's mine over there. So that, but they pretty much rely on me to look at that when I'm saying welcome and good night.
That's my favorite part of the show is when you have to find the camera.
Yeah, where
the interview.
Where did you guys put it this week?
Yeah.
Where's the goddamn? It's more like it's just hard to know exactly when that theme song thing is going to be done, and it's going to be actually
I like the suspense
on me.
And how they can never get pot topics at the right time. There's always a few seconds.
Well, the right time is just, to me, is within the episode.
Right, somewhere in the bubble.
If it comes up at some point, I'm happy. Like, they'll probably get right to the high history graphic because it's taken a while to get to this point.
My high history.
We're already behind schedule. When did you start smoking?
I thought about this today. It was 1996. I was 12 or 13. I had a little rough patch as a kid. So I did a lot of bad things, like smoke cigarettes and weed in like the woods behind school.
But was it a gateway for you, or was that as bad as it got?
That's as bad as it got, luckily.
No,
my mom had a mental breakdown.
Yeah. Oh, what?
And then it was like, yeah, look, this is what you wanted. You wanted the history. It gets dark.
This isn't.
She had a breakdown, and that was enough for me to like just chill out for 15 years. And then I just picked it back up a few years ago.
Interesting.
Yeah, so when I was in like 8th grade, I was one of those like scummy 8th grade kids that wore like the baggy gray hoodies, you know, that always smelled like weed in the class. And I thought, I was just so lost. I was like, I'll just fit in with these guys for a while. Wow.
And now, so now you're, like we were saying, you don't necessarily smoke before appearing on camera, but...
Yeah, because my eyes get weird. I get like Buscemi eyes or something. Like if I get too... Yeah, I just feel like I get too self-conscious, and they're like, oh, it makes my face look weird. I have really bad astigmatism.
I'm not a huge fan of, like, I'll go on TV High, and when the comments are all coming in about how, you know, my eyes are closed or whatever, it's... I don't know why. I mean, sure, yeah, but that's what happens is I get super squinty.
Yeah. And you don't do that.
And why? I mean, what am I going to try to hide?
No,
you know?
Yeah, it's because everyone knows that. Have you always had that sort of like perma-stoned even before you never smoked?
Well,
weed?
that's the thing is people are going to accuse me of being high even when I'm not.
I have a friend that's the same way. It's like
they'll just be like, "You're so high." Like everything I do, anything that I do that's on TV. People just tweeted me, "You were so high when you when I was on Friends." They were like, "You were so high on that show," and I wasn't. When I did my guest role on Friends, I was like there for one whole day, and the taping takes fucking forever. And my scene was at the very end. They didn't shoot my scene till like 11:30 p.m. and I'd been there since like 4, and so had the audience. Like it was crazy that show. So
Yeah, it's not as fun as they make it out to be.
But I had to sit like in a room inside the building like all day long, and so like I wasn't brazen enough. Like now I would be like, well, they hired me, they gotta know.
Right.
But back then
Now
I was
it's
like,
me.
I'm on fucking Friends. I'm not
Right.
gonna get high. So I'm not high at all on that thing. I'm the opposite of high. I'm just
So you
tired and
you
upset.
just look that way.
And
That's great.
And then people are always like, you were so fucking pleased when you, because it's I say a silly thing to Jennifer Aniston and
Does that still air?
taking it out on a leash. I'm unleashing it.
Uh-oh. Do you get
Yeah, it
checks
plays
for
all the time, and I get the stupidest little checks.
But it's,
you know.
it's Friends money. You'd think you'd get money as a guest star.
I wish I gotta figure out a way to just have it all go to charity or something, because they send me checks for 54 cents.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, oh,
Take
just
the energy to deposit.
the
That's a great
paperwork and the shit I'm
Seinfeld
going to do to get 54 cents.
Yeah.
I'm so lazy.
It's not worth it.
All right, let's hit this pipe thingy. We haven't hit this one yet, have we? Oh, this is the
No,
one you
we
half
should-
and half to.
We have to. I can do this one again. Or we can do that one.
So,
I don't know if I'm going to be able to be a Joey Coco Diaz all day.
he's awesome.
I respected him before, but after that show,
Yeah. No, he's a delight. People are lots of people, they think it's a competition. And,
what do you mean?
just how high you can get, and
Yeah,
how, how big of bong rips you can take. And
I hope I get good points from the
no,
stoner.
I think
the
they're
stoner
going to
guys.
like it. I think people are going to be like, Kassem.
The sweater, I think,
You did
sells it.
It does. You have very, that's kind of how they dress a guy that sells drugs
Yeah.
in a TV show.
Right. It makes me feel very Navajo or something. Like I'm here to plug Native Americans like Brando.
Have you ever gotten, high with somebody super famous
Yeah,
that you could rat out?
I've had the pleasure of smoking with Snoop Doggy Dogg a couple times.
That's pretty sweet.
And I think everyone on your show has all the episodes I've seen, right? He's the guy, and he has the strongest weed I've ever smoked, and he gets it from a specific place that makes it for him.
And did you have to smoke and participate in some way?
Yeah, we had to film a thing, but he had to smoke before, and I was like, well, I'm not gonna smoke.
Sure.
So I did it, and he brought a Swisher pack, but they were all blunts already pre-rolled, like somebody had already pre-rolled them for him. So he had this whole pack, and then we got really high, and then we shot this thing that's like a 30-second commercial thing, and it was like the highest I'd ever been.
Do you
on
seem
camera.
super high in it?
My hands have been like this for the last minute. By the way, please tell me.
I was just riveted to the story.
Yeah, so we got. It's a cool story.
You're really high in it though?
I got really high, and he gave me 2 blunts to take home for we all had these 2 blunts in my backyard, and we huddled around it like a trash fire, like we all wanted it so bad.
That's fantastic.
I got 8 people high. And that's it.
But that's the highest you've ever been, you think, Snoop weed?
Yeah.
Shit, we gotta get
He's
this.
got his
thing-
own
I gotta get
strain.
on his show or him on this show. We gotta do something.
He's got his own thing.
I want to pass out on camera.
Yeah.
I want to just
just keeps
fucking be
smoking.
like,
He doesn't stop. And
he's a
then,
monster.
yeah, and if he doesn't get high before, he won't do the stuff. It's a good way
Makes
to live.
sense.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I respect him.
yeah. He's running his life pretty well, I think.
There it is. Bring it home.
That is fun.
It doesn't get old.
It's fun to share this time with you guys, and we're going to show you some stuff. Probably not advertisements as much as just other stuff that's going on the Video Podcast Network, but we'll be right back. Boo, 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 boo.
Me and my betrothed, my true love, are going to Mexico.
What's
I'm really
Scott
excited.
doing?
Well, first of all, it's cold.
All right, well, we officially have our worst guest ever. Congratulations.
Are you serious?
Is it really cold?
It's great. Thank you.
That's how much you eat anyway, right? I'm hungry. Bye. Done.
That's right. It actually was me playing the whole time.
Hey, we're back, and how isn't this hilarious? Like, and I just like the way you seem to be experiencing it is just sort of like, oh yeah, I'll sit there where I've seen other people sit, and I'll just participate and have a blast. Like, you seem to be having a good time.
I'm having a good time. I feel like just a regular guy who would listen to the show, who came on the show. Like, they were like, hey, you want to come up and smoke weed on this guy's show?
Oh, good. Then, then we've met our quota for that. Because on Twitter, I get constantly, have me on from people. Just
So
like random
I'm that
people
guy.
have me on.
Yeah.
So we've done that. We've had a fan come on.
It's just as good as you think it is.
You don't need to request it anymore. Because we are trying to get the most, high profile people we can.
Who's your dream guest? All time.
President Obama.
Of course.
Get him right after he steps down or whatever.
Steps down?
Maybe during his final lame duck months, he'll come on.
Okay. We can catch him on his way down.
Smoke a blunt with America and tell him what's up. And then I don't know. I don't really think about it because I've been loving who we have been having on, and I don't really sit around dreaming about getting certain people.
Right.
I think it's just sort of interesting who we can flush out that
You'll get a lot of
is willing to do it,
They'll be like, who's this guy? I can be on that show.
They're all comedians, though. Is basically what we seem to be.
Do you get
doing.
a lot of people that are just iffy about smoking weed on camera?
Yeah, because they've got contracts they don't want to lose. They don't want to be Gilbert Gottfrieded.
But if you're out of work like me, it's fine. Here I am.
That's what I mean. It'll be maybe the people will be on people that have nothing at risk. But these episodes are going to exist in perpetuity. So.
And why can't we be sponsored by people that make weed things?
Because they, like Zigzag. I don't know how much they have to spend on advertising. It's like it's the name of the thing is what people are looking for. I need zigzags, and then you have them.
Snoop has a whole line.
Oh, there's so many products out there. Like it's really hard to keep track. But we should hit it again. And as I prepare something to hit, we should go into the pot topic.
Hot topic.
See,
That was a good one.
that wasn't bad.
That was a good
That
one.
wasn't bad at all.
I feel like I queued him up like minutes ago.
No, that wasn't too shabby. And on Monday night, the Denver City Council, they approved decriminalizing pot possession for adults between 18 and 21.
It's not final.
But it's not final. It says if it's passed next week, it would mean if 18 to 21-year-olds are caught with weed, it wouldn't be jail time or a permanent conviction on their record. It would just be a fine.
I see.
I thought
it
they
was
would
all
just
legal.
fine them like $70,000.
A lot of money.
Yeah. No, but so I'm sure the fine would probably be like $100 or something, which is a deep cut on an 18 to 21-year-old. You know, so it's risky.
I bet, but isn't Denver and Colorado's all good there, or is that not how it works?
Well, that's the thing, is they're just trying to work it out because it'll be legal for 21 and up. So they're trying to work out what they're going to do with the 18 to 21-year-olds, because their jails will instantly be full. Because once it's announced that it's legal, 19-year-olds aren't going to wait 2 years.
You're either doing something illegal, or you could turn a birthday and just be doing something legal.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of young people are smoking weed out there, and I
think you're right.
I meet them every time I play an all-ages show.
What's that like? What's that like when you meet like a 12-year-old who's stoned?
I haven't seen that really. I've seen some weird mother-son combos.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, that like the kid dragged mom to the show, and she's just like shaking her head like, my child likes listening to this man talk about drug addiction.
They always like to say, I don't know who you are, but my son is a big fan.
Yeah.
You're a bitch.
Well, inappropriate, maybe. Or they don't know, they just don't know.
Yeah, but it's like, would you say that to anybody else?
But isn't that part of the fun of what you do with the man on the street thing, is that people are just going to say crazy shit?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
People are nuts.
That's what I like, is the risk.
I got another Twitter question for you.
Yeah, let's hit it hard, though.
I think this is more for me, but we'll see what your thoughts are on it.
Okay.
Would you rather do the traditional family thing or smoke a blunt and go see Grudge Match on Christmas Day? I've got a crazy answer for this.
Yeah, I don't know if I would see Grudge Match by myself stoned. That seems like one of those moments you would describe as rock bottom, like when you're talking to your therapist.
I don't know. I like to think the stoned part makes it a little better, like you're at least knowing how you should watch it.
So it's a joke.
Yeah, that's true, I guess. But
yeah.
I can.
Otherwise,
that's
you're
not
just
going to
that
be
guy.
me, but I'll tell you why in a second.
Okay, yeah.
So you just do a family thing.
I would do.
Do you do family things?
I generally just me and my brother. My folks live in Hawaii, so we don't get to go over there that often. But we just do a shitty little like Christmas dinner. Me and my brother.
Okay. And then go see a movie or no?
Sometimes, but the movie theaters are so packed on that day.
Well, that's what I do. Is I always see a movie with my mother, but we go like to the first one because for some reason people don't get their shit together on Christmas Day, like with all the opening of presents and whatnot. So we get there for the first one. It's usually not too crowded.
That's smart.
And
secret's out.
It's not going to be Grudge Match though. I don't think.
What's good?
I think it's coming down to I might have to see Wolf of Wall Street again because I think she wants to see that. I've seen it already, but I'll fucking see it again,
Did you
and
really
with
like
my
it?
mother. Yeah, it's hilarious.
McConaughey's having such a year. Was he the best part of that movie?
He's pretty damn funny in it. There's a thing, God, people have already named the scene something. They already gave it a nickname, and maybe it's Quaalude Crawl. Is a scene where his physical comedy is just it's really hilarious. And
dude, his AIDS for Dallas Buyers Club, best AIDS work I've seen.
Wait a second. Okay, I was talking about Leonardo DiCaprio, and you were talking about McConaughey.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what happens.
Sorry.
That's all right.
He's not going to
win an Oscar for it. McConaughey's been killing it.
Yeah.
Like different every part. But it's kind of weird that in Wolf of Wall Street they must have shot it right after the AIDS thing because he's still kind of AIDSy. Yeah.
Yeah, he does AIDS real good.
Yeah, but it was kind of fit because he also does cocaine a lot in Wolf of Wall Street. So it's kind of like, okay, maybe that's why he's emaciated.
Well, good luck, Matthew McConaughey.
Good luck to you. Yeah, he's got it. I think he's getting nominated for Dallas Buyers Club for sure because he's really good in it, and it's really the movie works pretty well, but it's probably not going to win Best Picture or whatever. What's the best movie you've seen so far this year? I know you probably all you do is talk about movies. I can't. I like to get high and go to the movies, but it seems inappropriate to get high and go see 12 Years a Slave. Yeah. It seems like it's rude. It seems rude. But although I did that. And also, I worry a little bit that it'll make it too intense because I really, I have pretty deep emotions when I get stoned. So
yeah, there's definitely those scenes where you don't want to look at the screen. It's pretty gruesome.
My mom saw it and she was just like, it's no big deal.
She's like, should make more of those.
She saw a TV. They made a TV movie version of that a long time ago, and
Roots?
she had seen that. No, it was something with the guy's name in it, Solomon, whatever Northrop.
Yeah.
And Solomon Northrop and his unbelievable journey or whatever.
Yeah.
And it was like a TV movie, and she had seen that. So then, 10 minutes into 12 Years a Slave, she's like, "Oh, I already know this story," and she was bored by it because she knew what the story was going to be.
Right. It's just like, I can't hear that history again.
She wants new stories all the time. My mom watched all 5 seasons of The Wire without even telling me about it until she'd done it. It was crazy.
That sounds kind of shady.
So that's what got me to finally watch it. That and Scott Auckerman saying just bear through the first 3, like just the first 3 episodes.
Yeah.
And then
I like to
you're
resist
home
that
free.
temptation. I still haven't finished Breaking Bad. I'm in season 2 because I just told people, just like fuck off and leave me alone while I figure this out on my own.
You've got so much
got a lot of
great
work to do.
television to watch.
I know. That's what I kind of have now.
I'm a little jealous, to be
It's all
honest
over,
with you.
and people aren't talking about it. Now I can go in and just like do my thing.
Yeah, all right. I'm jealous for sure. Now, I wanted to do a thing on here. Oh, there it is. So, we're trying to ask people to do the show. You know, we're
Yeah,
trying to get
why
people
not?
on here to do this.
Look what's happened. Look.
And so I wanted to do a thing called the won't list, where we just sort of announce so that people could stop pestering me about it. Certain people that they want on.
You
they could
just
just
say
tell them
all
that
the
we've been
refusals.
told no. Yeah,
Okay.
you know, so leave us alone. You know, like I'm not going to give out their Twitter names, but these people you could talk to them on Twitter.
Right. And it's not mean. You're just stating.
Yeah,
the
and
no.
some of them I take their side on it. Like Mr. Bill Hader, the great Bill Hader.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to be on, but it's because he doesn't smoke weed. He just doesn't do it.
Huh.
And it's just like,
It's almost like I respect him less.
well, I mean, I do as a person. I don't like him as much anymore, but I'm okay with the fact that he doesn't want to come on for that reason.
Right. Okay.
It'd be weird to come on and sit here and say I don't want to smoke
Yeah.
or get high and be all like upset about it.
Right. Well, that'd be a good dynamic to have, like a Jerry Springer-ish sort of.
Well,
episode.
people have gotten upset. People have needed a hoodie. Chelsea Handler. I'm fine, okay.
Why though?
I mean,
What's she doing?
She doesn't say why, but she's.
She's got a show.
I don't mind that at all. Like every time I was on her show a few times, every time I was on, it would just always sort of be like I'd say something and she'd be like, well, "You're just stoned," you know. It'd always be like
Huh.
that'd be the
I always
angle.
remember those ones, don't you?
And I mean, she was. I like her as a person, and I think she's funny. It was just weird. It was like every time I was on, I was kind of auditioning because like each time it didn't go that great, you know. And so every time it was kind of like, well, if this doesn't go well, you're not going to be on again. And so after the 3rd time, we all just gave up. But
she's like to vodka what you are to weed, you know. So she understands.
yeah, but I'll drink some vodka. I'm with her on that. But anyway, so I don't. It's fine. She doesn't want to be
Okay.
on.
Sorry, Chelsea.
She wasn't one of my dream people anyway. I mean, I just
Fine.
don't.
We didn't even care.
I don't think of her that way. But
I think you're great still.
Rashida Jones doesn't want to do it. Yeah, and I'm fine with that.
Do you think she
She's-
smokes every day, all day, every damn day?
I don't know. I'm trying to remember. I met her once in a bar, and I know we had cocktails, but I don't think smoking was
Sounds
involved.
like you did a whole thing there. Met her at a bar, had cocktails.
There was it was one of those. It would be a ridiculous name drop if I said who else was was there at this
sure.
thing. So I'm not going to get into it, but it was.
Her name's okay though.
It was one of those ones where I'm just looking around, going, "Why am I sitting with these people?"
Exactly. I know exactly what that's like.
And it usually happens in New York. New York is weird that way. Maria Menounos. But see, another one. This is another one that I let her off the hook. She says she'd do one of my other podcasts. She just doesn't want to do the smoking one.
Well, what other one? Doug
So
Loves
have her
Movies?
on, Dining with Doug and Karen, or Doug Loves Movies. Yeah.
Congrats on that, all the podcasts.
Thank you. What's the name of the? You also do. You've done sketches with troops. Are you like you're
Yeah.
like in a troupe?
No, I'm not in one. I'm a fan of comedy, so.
So
I
you
like
like
to do
get together and do like
sometimes.
comedy
yeah, good old
collabos.
collabos. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Sometimes we upload those, and those are fun.
And Fred Armisen says doesn't smoke at all.
Really?
Yeah, well, good for you, Fred.
That's not very Portland.
Not Portland at all, man. I just outed him. But he's a nice guy. I like him. I like him.
We still love you.
Yeah. So we're going to keep track of those and just let you guys know who, because people are in such suspense every week who's going to be on. They always ask me on Twitter, and I try to keep it a secret till an hour or so before, so you can get your Twitter questions in.
Has it ever come down to the hour before the show and you didn't have one? And you were just, any close calls you want to talk about? It's like whatever you want, you know?
No, we've been doing all right. Do we know what number we're at for this week of viewers?
1,600.
Is that gettable? 1,600?
Cool.
And that's a little below the record?
This one's for you guys.
It's probably a little below the record because this is an interesting time of year. People have a lot of bullshit that they have to do.
A lot of shopping that I don't want to do.
That you still have to do?
Still gotta do.
Oh, good Lord.
Where do you go? I think it's all Amazon.
I can't handle it. Like that's probably the biggest side effect, the negative side effect of smoking all this weed is I'm not going to go Christmas shopping. There's not enough weed to make Christmas shopping bearable to me anymore.
And I just wouldn't know what to get.
And there's the internet. Just do it in November and get it all going, and you'll be fine. That's my tip for next year.
Or end a couple friendships before the holidays, you know. Save yourself some cash.
I mean, with the internet, why were there people that were skipping Thanksgiving to get in line to go to
They're lost.
a big box store? And
They have nothing. They're lost souls.
maybe they're just getting a computer for next year.
You've never done that? You've never done a Black Friday early get up?
No, I've slept outside for movies and for concert tickets.
What movie you slept outside for?
I tried to, the Batman, the Michael Keaton one, the first one.
Oh shit.
Yeah, in Westwood. In Westwood, we got there at like 3 or 4 in the morning and got in line and saw it when the first matinee or whatever.
The Tim Burton.
Or no, I think we had to spend the night and then all the way into the evening, and it was like the premiere, but they let some of the public into it. Anyway,
Wow.
we loved it. I couldn't imagine a better Batman movie.
Still your favorite?
And then, no.
No. You like the Nolan ones better?
Dark Knight's my favorite.
Yeah. Great.
Is this one got enough in it to, I'm going to do it.
Yeah, go for it. I'll switch it and do this one.
We got a couple minutes till the next break, and we got that extra lighter out here, don't we? Here you go.
Yeah, thanks.
Try to be a good host.
I don't know how much time's gone by.
It is, time doesn't seem relevant out here in space.
Man, this is great.
That could have been a lot better. That was too close to finished. Yeah, I have
This is just
a
a really
blast
cool
doing this. I
experience.
love it. I love the whole vibe of it.
I'm getting lovey. Sometimes.
You hear that?
Sometimes that happens.
Any takers? What am I forgetting to do? Oh, I wanted to ask one more Twitter thing.
Yeah. Put the bongs on it.
No, I got it over here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm good. This is from Mac Hard, I guess.
Mac Hard.
Yeah, Mac Hard. Which content creators inspire you? Now that you're really high, we're going to go deep.
Yeah, like
No more superficial conversation.
And it's tough. I like a lot of sketch comedy out there, but it's tough to say that they inspire is a weird word.
The state was 20 years ago this today or this week or something, and that's.
I used to be a big UCB, the state. I remember going to a signing of the state when they released the DVDs. They all came down and did a signing, and I got to meet them, and that was like one of the first times I got to meet people I saw on TV and those old shows I used to watch, and it was really cool. It was a cool, like, really down-to-earth experience. I can't ever be serious like for too long, you know?
No,
it makes me feel uncomfortable.
No, I'm just giggling because I get so lost in trying to figure out exactly what time we're at and if it's time to go to a break or not. But it is time to go to a break, so that's why I got so frantic about it. Is because I was right. I sensed it.
Yeah.
Had to look it up.
Good one.
So we'll be right back.
All right, see ya.
If you had to switch places with the lead character in one movie, Jenny, who would that person be?
If you want to know what my immediate reaction in my head was, the T-Rex from Jurassic Park.
First of all, can you touch your toes? Can you palm the ground? Can you palm the ground?
My arms aren't long enough.
All right, so your arms aren't long enough. I can palm the ground. I can punch the ground like I did. You don't burp on me.
Yeah. Dryness in the exterior wall. Let's look at police lane.
Feeling really good and warm and
Michael, you didn't pick out an ugly sweater. You picked a nice sweater.
Did you read the email?
you're doing a good thing.
Michael, Sarah, go home!
It's an ugly sweater competition.
I'm just so happy to be a part of a campaign that is in support of sweaters.
All right, we're back, and I'm grinding up a little bit more of this sativa, this
Dream Queen.
Dream Queen. And why don't we take this moment to have you, Kassem, watch a magic trick.
Cool.
It's Gabe time.
Hey, Kassem.
Hey, Gabe. How are you?
Good to meet you.
Wait.
Good to meet you.
Okay, slow down, Gabe. All right, here we go.
I'm gonna take my time. All right, do me a favor, pick a card, any card.
Okay.
Let me know if I'm getting in the shot.
I'm actually gonna have you sign the card with the Sharpie.
Oh, Lord.
Okay.
Perfect. You can put that on the table. I'm gonna cut the cards in half. Is that fair?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Pretty fair.
I'm gonna give him a few more cuts. Sorry, a little shaky.
No, I know what you mean. I'm high.
All right, put your hand out like this for me, Kassem. I'm gonna put those on top. And I actually need, sorry, I need.
This one has a dick on it.
Oh, someone, I asked people to sign cards.
Is that part of the trick?
They do that a lot. When I ask people to-
This one just has a
They do that a lot? Oh,
when I ask
another
people,
dick.
write your signature or write something, draw something on a card, they tend to do that.
That's funny because I thought of that.
Yeah,
Oh,
show the
sorry.
camera
There you
the
go.
card with the dick on it.
It's a little dick.
All right, I'll take those cards from you.
Okay.
And you have a lighter? Someone?
Here you go, buddy.
Perfect. Now watch this.
Holy. Whoa.
I don't know if you can see that, but the quarter actually burned through the deck. Landed on one card.
Oh, the quarter's on one card. Quarter's on one card.
This is the card I indeed picked and signed.
Oh.
Nice. That was impressive.
I can't believe it. You're also, that was a good character study, is you didn't draw a dick on there. You wrote your name.
Yeah.
You
But I
know?
did think about doing the dick, and I was like, I'm sure that's been done.
I almost said write something funny, but then I just wanted to see what you do. And you just did, you know, that's the thing about people that are high. They, you know, they behave pretty normally.
Yeah, I didn't do anything super weird.
Yeah, you didn't fucking weird it up. I got to do the plugs. Kassem's on YouTube.com, Kassemg. And on Twitter at the same, I'm going to say it again,
Yeah.
Kassemg, Kassem G. And I'm going to be, between Christmas and New Year's, you could see me at the Irvine Improv and the Sacramento Punchline. And looking ahead to next year, I'll be at the Comedy Zone in Charlotte, North Carolina on April 12th. And all my tour dates are at douglovesmovies.com. Kassem, thank you for doing this.
Thanks for having me.
Let's each take a hit as we go out. And
Need a lighter.
we'll see you guys in January 8th? January 8th-ish? 8th, I think.
January 8th.
Bye.
It's on the leash.
Yep. I got it. January
8th we'll be back.
We're back January 8th. I thought we were done. I guess I haven't said see you next Wednesday because it'll see you in a few Wednesdays.
Thanks.
Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe to my channel, youtube.com/Doug Benson.